Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So in this video I'm gonna show you a tutorial about Microsoft Word. So as everybody know, Microsoft Word is a very powerful processing apps. So yeah, I would like to teach you guys a certain part in Microsoft Word that maybe can help you to do your tasks, your homework and maybe your assignment, and also for your extra knowledge in Microsoft Word. This video is maybe take too long, so I hope you guys do not get bored too soon. And by the way, my name is Intan. I am an engineering student from Pusat Asasi IT Dengkil, and I've made this video for my assignment.
So yeah, first of all, click your Microsoft Word, maximize it first, and click the blank document. Now, let's click on the Layout tab, but we're going to be focusing on this page setup group only. So, for the first one, we're going to talk about is obviously the margin. But before I click on it, let's talk about what a margin is. So, this margin is actually helps you guys to define where a line of your text begins and ends. So here you can see this grey out section on top and bottom of your left ruler, and also the left and the right of your top ruler is actually your margin. To get more clear, if you type something such as "How are you?", your text will start from here and here only. Okay, so to adjust this margin, you simply click on the button and you select which style you want.
These are roughly what you'd see in most documents.
By the way, sorry for my sleepy voice because it's already 2 o'clock in the morning. I hope you can forgive me. Okay, let's continue watching the video.
These are roughly what you'd see in most documents. You can obviously choose narrow if you need more spacing around your document, and you simply select it. And you can obviously choose the other ones, moderate, wide, and medium. But if you don't like any of the settings, you could always choose custom margins, and they allow you to adjust the top, bottom, left, and right margin individually. So, for example, I can set 2 cm for the top, 3 cm to the bottom, 2 to the left, and 1 cm to the right. And I've even got this gutter option. Now, the gutter is used for booklets and textbook where you want a bit more space down the middle of your document. So, if I click 2 cm here, you will see that it adds this hazy sort of section on the left hand. So, that is the gutter. It's already added to your document. Okay, let's back to normal and remove the gutter first. Yeah, now we'll go back to default. Alright, next, orientation. So, if you think that you want your document in a landscape mode, so you can directly click it. But if you don't want, just let it be portrait. Next, size. It is a very easy one. Usually, we are working with A4 paper, which is a normal size of white paper. But if you are working on anything else, then choose what size it is. But you should know what size you want to use. If it doesn't appear in this list, just like the margin, you can click on this option down the bottom, and there are a lot of options to choose from. You can even set your own custom width and height.
Moving on to the next part. So yeah, we have columns here, and these ones a little bit more interesting than the margins because, okay, let me show you. If you click on it, you can see we've got options for different columns for our whole document. Now, If you are going to work on a newspaper page or article for that matter, you will choose this kind of styling. Let's say, for instance, I want 2 columns for my document, and here you will notice this gray section appears on the top of your ruler. This indicates the middle of the columns. So, what's going to happen? Okay, if you start typing and filling up this column, it's going to stay up there and stop at this right here. And when it hits the bottom, it's going to jump over to the second column straight away. But no, I don't have any text to show, but I want to reflect that. So, let's show you a trick. First, I'm going to type equals rank 10, and when I press the enter button, it will give a 10 paragraph for me. So, you can see how the columns work. So, yeah, if you look at this, as soon as my paragraph hits the bottom margin, it wraps up to the second column over here. And that's very easy to use, right? So, that's pretty much column. If you want 3, select 3. If you want one on the left that's smaller, then select that. If you want one of the right, select that. It's entirely up to you what you want to use. So that's how you use columns. There are also more columns you can actually select. 5 columns, line in between them. Is it clear? Okay, let it be 2 columns. I'm gonna show you a couple of things now. We're going to bricks. Okay, if I go to bricks, you've got 7 options here, and the main ones are the first 3. Let's say, for instance, I click on page break. It automatically leaves a white space for the rest of the page and jump down to the next page and start again. You will also notice that the columns carries over the second page, and it will even continue for the rest of the document. So yeah, that's a quick example. Now it's actually pretty hard to tell and describe about page break in there, since there's so much white space, right? If you want to be able to see this break, you have to get a home, and you have to click this show and hide button. And yeah, now you can see my page break here. Now you already see what's going on here. This little symbol here indicates an enter key, and a little dot indicates a space, and the arrow indicates a tab. Next, I'm gonna show you a column break. Let's say there's too much text on the left column, and I need to get some of it onto the right hand column. This paragraph starts here but finishes over here. So what I do is just put your cursor on the left and click on column, and you will see it puts in a column break and automatically all the text onto the next column. And in another way you can use that is, let's say I don't want any content to appear in this column. So you can always put a column break in, and it automatically skip that column and start going in the right hand column over this side. Next one, I want to focus on this part. The reason I skip the text wrapping is because it's actually quite difficult to understand. So yeah, let's skip it and continue to this part. So before I click on it, I want to tell you guys that this next page is actually related to the header and footer of your document. Okay, let me just quickly double click to get inside my header, and I'm going to type hello, and you will see it appears on the second page as well. But what if I say I want the first page and the second page to have a different header and footer? Okay, let's show you. First, we go to break and click the next page. Now, if you go to the header at the next page, you will see it says section 1 for the first page and section 2 for the second page. Now, before I delete this hello, make sure you set to not link to previous, because if it linked to previous, so it cannot work at all. And yeah, now I can delete it and type something like hi. See, the header are no longer linked. Same goes to the third page. Put the section break first and make sure it's not linked to the previous link. And I will type something like hola. And yeah, you will see now we have 3 different headers. Okay, now essentially the next one allow you to do a continuous without putting a page break in. Oh, by the way, we will not talk about even page and odd page, yeah? You can try it on your own, okay? Okay, second last thing we're going to talk about this video is line numbers. Oh yeah, we're going to skip over hyphenation, okay? Because it's exactly how it sounds, so no need to talk about it. And yeah, let's continue to the line numbers. If you would like to make each line to be a number in your page, so then click on that and you will see that every single line includes a line number. If you are a student, then these line numbers are normal thing and you are definitely familiar with it. And also, if you go to print, it will exist on your printed document as well, so be careful of that, okay? Okay, now we're going to the last part, which is the interesting part of the video. So what I'm going to do is make a fresh document first for this one, so I can demonstrate this a little bit easier. So first of all, I'm going to need a crap load of text. So I will type equals rand 50 because I want 50 paragraph. Okay, so here is orientation. As I said before, orientation allows you to change between a portrait mode and a landscape mode layout. So for instance, we're currently in a portrait mode, which means up and down, or we can change to landscape mode, which is left and right. The only thing is when we swipe that option, it applies to the entire of your document. And a lot of time, you may want a lot of your pages to be in portrait, and then every now and again, you may want a landscape page and switch back to the portrait mode, alright, or vice versa for that matter. So, what I'm going to quickly do is show you a very easy way to do that. We're going to change it back to portrait mode, and yeah, you will notice that every single page is in a portrait mode again. What we're gonna do is utilize those breaks that we had in previous document, and we're gonna use a continuous break for this one. Okay, now let's click to continuous break at here. Okay, if I turn on my special symbols, you can see the section break here. Let's quickly click on the second page, which is the section 2, and swap the orientation become a landscape. So here you will notice that the first page in portrait mode and the other page is in landscape mode. Now let's do it again, but now I want to make sure that the second page is the only one in landscape. So what we're going to do is come down at the bottom on the second page and insert the continuous break, and then go to the third page and swap it back to the portrait, and there you go. So yeah, here you can see in section 1 is in a portrait, section 2 in a landscape, and section 3 and so on in a portrait again. So yeah, I hope you like this tutorial. I was trying to help by show you guys some ways to make your document just look a little bit more professional. Sorry if there are any shortcomings in this video. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.
I would like to share and teach you guys. Go
Dan
and
aku
hide in
lihat.
front.
Aku takut banyak kali salah.